I think that this, especially for this Akai Miwaku, I think that TV drama is raised this leukemia. I think the
media
leukemia
producers are
in
not
Japan
using
has
these
specific
concerns.
meaning.
They watch
Just,
so that might be
during the
something
Second
that
World
they
War.
at the top of their agenda.
They just
They're
follow
thinking
the
about
mother.
네?
루키미아라고 보여집니다.
루키미아라면
아시는군요. 가족 중에 이 병을 앓으신 분이 계십니까? 유전이 될 확률이 높은 병이죠.
네. 아버지가 그 병으로 돌아가셨대요. 저 그거 암이잖아요.
Recent years, these kind of Korean TV dramas to deal with one side have the serious disease and also eventually died.
There's a couple key outcomes that these types of stories influence. First is knowledge, right? So what type of treatment a person might get, what symptoms might be expected with a certain type of cancer.
Actually, before, not too many people really know leukemia, but through this, then people, everyone started to know this so-called leukemia and know how you need kind of the blood transplant, and also know specific type of the blood.
In the communication literature, there's a phenomenon we call agenda setting. So that kind of means whenever there's a given issue that's kind of given priority at a national level, it receives attention in the news.
We're here because one of my friends is sick, so we're raising money for him.
And to check on him and see how he's feeling.
Because he has cancer.
And we're going to help him.
Okay, come on.
What starts to happen is that all of the news stories start to cover this, and people become very concerned about it. One other thing that's really important is what we call, it gives people a script.
센터죠? 예. 대신 거기 병실 있습니까? 나래 요양원이죠? 예. 거기 위치가 어떻게 됩니까?
When we see somebody on TV going through a cancer diagnosis and treatment, it gives us a script the same way that an actor reads from a script.
This is quite often you can see this, and usually showing the female gets the disease is still, continue work, continue taking care of the family.
아이고 세상에. 아니 왜 반찬이 이렇게 많어? 어?
오늘 오랜만에 일찍 들어왔잖아.
돈이 썩었나?
죄송해요. 오늘만 봐줘. 자.
이건 또 뭐야? 응?
엄마, 우리 둘이 술 한잔 해. 응?
뭐? 아유 좋다.
So these types of storylines really can have a lot of positive effects on the viewers.
It's another way to encourage people when they're facing the difficulty, especially facing the threat of death.
死亡对每个人来说都只有一次的，可是如果放在电视剧里面，观众就可以看到不同的故事。
When I watch the Japanese cyber dramas, they try to educate the people about the illness or like new information of the government. I don't think Korean drama kind of educate the people about the illness.
Of course, the TV drama or this film, they always want to make it very dramatic.
If there's no that kind of effects, maybe people not really want to watch.
有一批像我这样子的观众比较偏好于看悲惨的电视剧。
그럼 수술해야 살 수 있는 건가요?
지금으로선 그 길밖에 없습니다.
네. 네. 그렇군요.
일단 안정이 중요합니다. 우선 멍들지 않게 조심하시고 피나지 않게 칫솔 같은 거 주의하시고요. 간헐적인 통증이 있을 수도 있습니다. 그때는 곧바로 병원으로 와주세요.
저기 근데 치료비는 어느 정도 되나요?
글쎄요, 몇 천만 원이 될 수도 있고요.
네? 몇 천만 원이요?
They know it's a stupid story and it's not really gonna happen in real life, but in that moment they got touched, and when we talk about the drama, like, oh, that was so sad, I got touched, yeah, I almost cried.
사랑해주세요.
Based on the drama which has like the kind of illness main character is about romance.
When we talk about media representations, it becomes problematic when we only start to see one type of representation.
很多韩剧里面，它描写癌症也好，描写白血病也好，都是没有真的说去告诉观众这是一个什么东西。我觉得很多时候是为了让这个女主角变得更可怜。
I agree that point about women who want to look very thin and waif-like is on point.
I think this the cost possibly cost a certain kind of create a certain kind of stereotype that we'll think the Asian woman relatively weak.
Korean woman going through cancer in a way where she is very just kind of like being consumed by the disease, and she's very, very beautiful still, right? So she maintains her beauty, but is not shown, fighting back against the disease.
他没有考虑过真正的癌症患者他们的真实的样子。
So when you only have one image and when it's not a very positive portrayal, then it can become harmful to viewers because you might, for example, there might be cancer patients who look at this and say, well, that's not my experience with cancer. Where is my representation?
잘 지냈어? 잘 지냈어? 아팠다면서?
감기야, 감기.
많이 아팠어?
아니, 이젠 안 아파.
그랬구나.
在我家里，我的舅舅他是得了肺癌的。电视剧里面的情节是，当一个人得了癌症、得了病以后，他会想去做很多事情，他会想弥补他以前有着健康身体的时候他没有做的一些事情。我舅舅每天最想做的事情就是活下来，他唯一想做的事情就是配合治疗，面对治疗已经是很疲惫的了。他没有心情，也没有精力，还说要回到家里跟家人一起去吃个饭，或者跟朋友去聚会。
If people are watching somebody die of cancer, that could be very scary for them. if they don't have a corresponding image of somebody with cancer who is surviving and living a long life. So in that sense, I think, in addition to, reaffirming stereotypes, it can also have direct effects on the well-being of cancer patients. I'm not sure that a storyline about a very young person diagnosed with cancer and dying of it is culturally relevant the way that it used to be.
暑假的时候，跟朋友一起去电影院看国内的一部电影叫《被偷走的5年》。其实那是一个凄美的爱情故事，可是不知道为什么我们几个人就在电影院里面狂笑不止，就特别是看见女主人公在病床上撕扯着自己的仪器想要求死的时候，因为她不想痛苦了，她觉得治疗特别痛苦，所以她想解决掉自己的生命。可是我不知道为什么我们几个人都笑。
I would kind of think that the number one reason might be due to the increased survival rates that we see, where cancer is not necessarily a death sentence anymore, at least not the way that it used to be, where many people who are diagnosed with cancer go through treatment and are able to live very long and healthy lives.
I don't think lots of Korean viewers are going to accept that kind of story anymore because these days everything developed.
What it means to be a cancer patient, to be diagnosed with cancer, I think has changed. And I'd say in large part, a lot of that may be due to media images of cancer where we see people going through cancer treatment, but they're still able to kind of go about their lives and be healthy and survive that cancer.
Oh, 文静姐，哪里来了吗？在楼上等您呢。
我觉得从80年代的，中国女性被诠释成那种柔美的形象，到现在开始有越多越多的类似那种女强人的形象，我觉得是人们就是不论是观众也好，还是就是传媒行业的人也好，都是对中国女性的一种全面的认识。